So if your goal is to get to 10% body fat, 12% body fat, or even 15% body fat, you probably already know that this needs to be a lifestyle change. This is not going to be possible with one of those quick fix diets or some kind of 90-day challenge or any kind of shortcut. This is going to require effort and is going to require time. Now in this video, what I want to do is I want to share with you one mistake that you need to avoid on that journey to that 10, 12, or 15% body fat that I see so many guys make, especially guys who are at 20, 25, 30% body fat, and they're very, very motivated to get this done. They're actually going at it very hard. They want to get it done. They know it's important. They need to do it, but they keep making this mistake, which doesn't allow that process to stick, and it doesn't allow them to make this lifestyle change. And by the way, if you're new here, my name is Mario Tomic. If you'd like to learn more about getting lean, getting fit, getting that athletic body, making this a lifestyle, consider subscribing below. Also, make sure to hit that bell icon to enable notifications for future videos. And now let's dive into it. So the mistake I'm referencing, and one that I want you to avoid, is something I like to call the dip. And here's how that works. So you're starting your fitness journey, you realize things need to change, you're driven to make those changes, you do some goal setting, you realize you want to get down to 10 or 12 or 15% body fat, and hopefully you pick up an intelligent plan that's designed with your lifestyle in mind, something that will work for you instead of some kind of generic cookie cutter, quick fix program from the internet, and you start taking action. And you start taking action, you actually realize, well, this isn't that hard, right? I can stay consistent, I can follow the plan, you start seeing some initial results, and things are going well for a while. But then, after a while, that honeymoon phase starts to end because motivation starts going down, and motivation being at an all-time high when you start actually was masking how difficult this is. It was masking how difficult the consistency part will be. And as motivation goes down, consistency also starts going down. You're starting to have more slip-ups, things happen on the weekends and wipe out a whole week of progress. You're starting to make bad food choices, sometimes during work days, sometimes skipping workouts, things keep coming up, life starts to happen. And then you suddenly aren't getting any more results. And this is where I would call that a dip. And in that dip, here's the thing. Most guys don't realize that this dip is inevitable. Motivation will go down. It's only a matter of time. We can't indefinitely stay motivated. It's just impossible. Now, what most guys don't realize is that in that dip, actually it's not a bad place to be because you already have gone through that initial honeymoon phase. Now you have to keep doing the work in order to start building habits which will make this easier. But the thing is, most guys quit. They quit during the dip phase. They quit when things get difficult. And because they quit, they never allowed those habits to form. And they keep repeating the same cycle year after year. And I know when I look back and hear some of my client stories from the programs they've done in the past before we worked together, it's a very, very familiar story for me because I keep hearing it all the time. You stay consistent for 1, 2, 3 months, even up to 6 months, but then because things get difficult, motivation runs out, then you start falling off track and then you lose all the progress and it gets even harder to keep coming back at it. So you need a big break to get remotivated to start again. And this is a huge problem because to change your lifestyle, you need to change habits. That really is what we're trying to do here because a lifestyle change ultimately boils down to changing your habits, and those habits make the process slightly easier. They make the process more automated, so you don't have to rely on motivation. You don't have to rely on discipline as well. So you can keep going, you can keep taking action, and things become easier. But those habits take time and reps to form, and if you quit early, you never allow that to happen. And this is a cycle that so many people are stuck in, and whether your goal is 10 or 12 or 15% body fat, it is really all about the habits that will get you there. In order to get those habits, you need that initial consistency. You need that consistency. Consistency is not negotiable. And I see people make this mistake in their fitness while at the same time not making this mistake when there comes to their business or their relationship. They understand in their business that they need to be consistent. And what kind of business can you run if you do well for 3 months and you abandon everybody for the next 2-3 months and you expect something to happen? No, I mean, you know that business, there's going to be ups and downs and you kind of keep going and you realize it's growing over time and you keep doing things. And in fitness is exactly the same. You have to master the ability to take action and stay consistent without feeling motivated because that's exactly the time when you're forming those habits that will eventually end up serving you long term. And that's exactly what I want for you. I want you to make the lifestyle change. I don't want you to fall for this quick fix nonsense type of stuff. And by the way, if you enjoy this type of content, it would be really appreciated if you hit like below. It would help the video a ton. And also, if you've fallen into the dip, I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Also, what I'm going to do to help you is I'm going to link a video here at the end that will dive into more concepts to help you be consistent, to actually teach you more about getting lean. So check out that video. And other than that, appreciate you watching, and I will see you in that next video.